Welcome to the Abundance Effect, where we empower ambitious women with practical tools to live their most rich and fulfilling life in business and beyond. I'm your host, Larisa Makuch. Let's get started. If your vision feels foggy, stale, or even slightly off, it's probably not because you're unclear. It's because you're incomplete. Most people create a vision for their life or business by touching on one or two elements, and they are completely missing the others. And then they wonder why. It doesn't feel grounded. Maybe they keep second guessing it, or they just lose momentum halfway through. Now, over the years, I have facilitated dozens of vision expansion workshops and experiences, and hundreds of women have come through. And the one comment I hear again and again is, wow, this feels comprehensive. The dots, they actually connected. Holy moly, like I actually believe this now. Creating a vision is often presented as this mystical and intuitive thing. But what I've learned is it can be really simple, it can be systematic, and profoundly transformative when you include 4 essential elements. And I'm going to share this powerful framework with you. Drum roll. Here we go. Okay. Every powerful life vision must include be, do, have, and why. For some of you, you'll be like, wow. Others, you're like, okay. However, if you miss one, something might feel off. So I want to break this down. Even if you've heard me talk about this before dozens and dozens of times, repetition is the mother of skill. The more you repeat something, the more you actually integrate it, the better you're going to be able to use it and understand it. So I want this to become a part of you. Now, first things first, be. This is all about identity. This is probably the most overlooked and powerful aspect of your life's vision. Who are you becoming? Not just what you're achieving, not just what you're accumulating, but who are you actually being? Psychology backs this up. James Clear is a writer, and he wrote Atomic Habits. He says that every action that you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Identity precedes behavior, and if your self-image does not support your vision, your nervous system is going to sabotage your outcome. Now, I get complimented on my free nature all the time, but that didn't happen by accident. I used to be so reserved, so uncomfortable in my own skin. I would wear my hair in a bun constantly. I'd avoid eye contact. I did not feel good. I dimmed my personality until I did the work. I started smiling intentionally. I started looking people in the eye. I actually started, heaven forbid, speaking my mind, even when my voice shook and I had butterflies in my tummy. But I upgraded my self-image day by day, bit by bit. Found a great hairdresser. I learned to love my hair. I started caring about my presentation, not for approval, but for self-expression. And there's a massive difference. Some people don't care what others think. Some people care way too much. The skill is knowing yourself deeply enough that the feedback actually becomes information, not identity. So when you define who you're becoming first, then your vision becomes really stable. Why? Because you are at the center of it. Your vision is about you in your own life. Don't forget to put yourself in it. Most important thing, you are the most important person in your life's vision. You are the most important aspect of this entire thing. Don't forget it. Second thing to incorporate the do. This is about behavior and peak experiences. Vision without identity is fantasy, but not all action is equal. There's 2 types of doing. Now, the first one is repeated behaviors. These are the boring, unnecessary, consistent reps. If you go to the gym, you've got to lift to build the muscles. There is tons of value in that. And when you're going towards any goal, there will be things you need to repeat over time. In fact, there will be a core set of things that will need to be repeated over time to achieve the results that you desire. Sometimes these are sexy and exciting and it's part of your goal, and other times it's just a requirement. However, there will be repetition required of something. The second thing is peak experiences. These are things that make you feel alive. Research in behavioral science, it shows that repeated action, it actually creates neural pathways, and that consistency builds capability. So peak experiences create emotional imprinting. They reinforce belief, and it is powerful because it starts embedding something in your neurological system at a really deep level. When I had a pole dance home party company, we used to take poles into ladies' houses and do birthday and bachelorette parties. That was way out of my comfort zone. I was like, I don't even know how this came to me, but God presented it to me and gave me a business that I had no plans to start. Coming from a Ukrainian folk dance and ballet background, I had to learn something very, very different. It stretched me. It made me super, super uncomfortable. And it reminded me that I could actually evolve. This was it feels like 5 lifetimes ago. However, your vision must include both daily discipline and moments that light you up, because some of those scariest experiences taught me a lot. It helped shape who I am today, and it created these magical opportunities that lit me up from the inside out. Third component of your life's vision, have. This is about tangible and emotional things. So this is where people either over-focus or completely avoid. And material possessions, they are not evil. They're pretty neutral. Things are things. And they can either elevate your experience, like a beautiful home, a well-designed office, clothing that makes you feel powerful, beautiful, sexy. Objects, they hold emotional memory. The research into environmental psychology, it shows that your physical spaces, they influence your mood, they influence your productivity and identity reinforcement. What you surround yourself with absolutely matters. But have can also include things like peace, time, freedom, opportunities. When your vision lacks this category, it feels a bit sterile. So you're allowed to want beautiful things. You're allowed to want comfort and expansion. Don't feel bad. Don't feel guilty. Realize this is what God is gifting you. If you have a craving deep inside, that thought seed, that desire seed, that was planted inside you by God, that means you have the ability to fulfill it. You have the ability to have it. You're allowed. It's okay. Let the guilt go. Start accepting. Fourth component of your life's vision is the why. This is the anchor. This is your engine, your compelling reason. It is not a polite reason. It's a visceral one. Neuroscience shows that emotionally charged goals activate deeper motivational circuitry in the brain, especially the limbic system. So if your why is weak, your consistency is going to be weak. This is why you've got to be strong enough to outlast your discomfort. And when clients define this clearly, something shifts. They stop negotiating with themselves and they take ownership. You've got to know your why. You've got to know your why. You've got to know your why. Now, most visions feel incomplete. A lot of people, they naturally focus on the have, maybe the do. They often skip the be and the why. They chase outcomes without identity alignment, and then they wonder why success feels hollow or heavy. And when all 4 things align, when you have the be, do, have, and why, clarity deepens. Imagine that. Confidence rises. Decision-making actually gets more simple. Why? Because you're no longer building from the outside in, you're building from the inside out. And so if you've never created a life's vision, or maybe you've had one and it's gone stale, if you've experienced life changes and need a recalibration, or if you simply want to elevate your clarity and belief to a whole new level, I want you to join me for the Vision Expansion Experience. It is kicking off March 22nd, and it's absolutely free. And for those who want to go deeper, there's a VIP upgrade with over $1,500 in extra value for only $47. So you can come for free, or you can go all in. If you want to stay stuck and overthink and complain, this is not for you. But if you're ready to design your life intentionally, I want you to register at visionexpansionexperience.com or go to the show notes. The link is there so you can just click it. Easy peasy. A clear vision is not fluff, it's leadership. And when be, do, have, and why, they all align, your life stops feeling accidental. It starts feeling deliberate. So go ahead, get yourself registered now, save your free seat, upgrade to VIP if you're vibing it. But either way, I want you there. I want you there. I want you there. That's it for today. I'll be back again next week. Bye for now.